All right. So, last week you managed to get the crown. Good job. Using the box of magic nullification, you got some Queen Athenas in there and the crowns. That's good. And if you remember, Lord Monder urged you to go to the Arcane Tower to talk to Master Eden about it, who was an archmage of the city. And he was one of the original people who went to the Fey Realm to rescue Queen Lyrencia, and she was rescued, but if you remember, the Prince Krasner, died. So Master Eden was on the journey, on that ill-fated journey, and our Lord Monder, before he died, urged you to go there. Unfortunately, it's kind of hard to go there now because there's a magical dome across the city, stopping anybody from leaving, it seems. You did decide to go investigate the Crypts of Monder, which is where we found ourselves at the moment. Following clues on a signet ring, you've managed to enter through into this area relatively unscathed. But you come face to face with this lady here. And she says, you have... Look, we were having... Who are you, first of all? Let's start there.
Who are you? This is a crypt of a noble. My old liege, Lord Simon, what rights do you have to be here?
Well, not to put too fine a point on it, but Lord Monder is dead. The rules of yesterday are, shall we say, twisting and perverting. Things that were frowned upon before are now not so much frowned upon. I shall make no qualms about it. We're here for the treasures of House Monder. Why are you here?
Just because Lord Monder is dead does not mean his tomb is open for theft. And I'll say he was my liege. I was bade to come here for a reason. You are here on theft. I don't care what you want. Leave now, and there'll be no problem between all of us.
Don't know me. You do not know the organization I represent. My name is Yilsabi. Perhaps some of you have visited my establishment? And the proprietor of, shall we say, I forgot the name of it. She's the head of a very famous brothel. I just forget the name of the brothel. I'm not sure.
Good save. Your wife's listening, right? Good save.
Yes, so that the house of negotiable love, shall we say. And as a wider organization, I represent the Golden Masks. Perhaps you have heard of us.
Oh yes, I'm quite familiar with your people's work.
Well, you know, therefore, what a powerful organization we are. And I really do not want this to come to blows. Perhaps we could come to a more equitable arrangement.
I'm going to look at Randall and let him keep going, and unless because I don't know this at all.
Well, it seems to me, and he'll kind of like puff up a little bit at her, that some of your minions over there has already scammed us in one particular time. How shall we actually trust you to not scam us again?
Once again, I know make no qualms about it. We tend to redistribute the wealth of the city, shall we say. Once again, I make no apologies for that. But it seems as... Well, what are you doing here if you're not, as your kind-hearted friend over there said, grave robbers? What are you doing here if not robbing graves?
We're not robbing graves. We are trying to find more information about perhaps what is potentially going on, and maybe even perhaps a way out of this city. If you haven't noticed, it seems that we're all trapped here in this hellhole.
Before his death, Lord Sidemonder himself told me to come here if anything were to have happened to him. I don't have any connection other than theft. And then I'm gonna motion Shimagami forward, and she's gonna cast a spell. I don't know if she's gonna stop me or not. I'm gonna put it out there because this is Jimmy's big thing he likes. He does all the time. Zone of Truth.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna motion Shimagami up because you're part of this too, kind of thing.
Sabi will voluntarily fail the charisma save. And you would know that, Gayla, that she has voluntarily failed it. I've made no crimes, I've made no secrets. This spell changes nothing. You are bringing over the red cloak?
Yeah, so what do we want to know?
Well, I mean, we're here on a mission, Jimmy, right? We're here. Lord Simonder himself sent us here to get information, and we have grave robbers. So, I mean, that's how I'm representing them. I mean, if you want, and she's got part of our organization, the Golden Mask, and I don't know if that's important or if anyone knows about that. So it's kind of like I don't want to be okay. Pull out my sword because she's not going to listen to these people. She's pissed off. Lord Sidemonder sent her. Her mom's dead. Her adopted mom's dead. Her fire's dead. She don't give a fuck, and you've seen that for a while now. So she's pulling you forward to say, "Do you have anything to say about this? Because I'm gonna go nuts."
Over the table. I don't know if you might have missed the session. The Golden Mask was the ones that conned us out of that feather, that Quathel feather.
Oh yeah, okay. I forgot about that. They had, yeah. And there was a shapeshifter, I believe, because somebody looked like somebody. So
the one out front.
Yeah, we have shapeshifters outside as well. We had the shapeshifters outside, and the shapeshifter did the feather for us. All right. Well, I mean, she would know that, so she doesn't trust these people. So Jimmy, unless you want, and also I want people up here, man. This is gonna get bad.
I'm about to say
table as well. The feather was just a scam, right? They sold you a fake feather. It's just a scam.
It's a fake feather.
So
yeah.
So first,
which is why Randall made it apparent, and also Randall has also made a decree that he was going to try to take down the Golden Mask too. And now we have a very high-profile official, so to speak, representative anyway. May not be the leader, but looks like pretty important over there as he's kind of shimmering over that direction.
And like I said, you've noticed Gayla. Gayla's just on a mission right now. She's not really of sound mind. You've noticed that the past couple sessions. That's all I'm role playing her. So you guys would know that too.
So are you claiming you don't know our group?
We know of your group. It is our business to be informed. For example, well, yes, we do know who you are, but quite frankly, so does the rest of the city. If you remember, the minaret of the speaker has issued a reward. 1,000 gold leading to your location, 2,000 gold pieces for your heads.
So you're aware. So you're aware of the deception from your organization towards us.
We conned you out of a few hundred gold pieces. And let's put the cards on the table as well. Who enjoyed the cookies at the Festival of Champions? Remember an old lady was selling you stuff and several of you got really ill? That was us too. One thing we are not in the business of is murder for hire. We're not in the business of killing people. We just found creative ways to make money. And since we're in the zone of truth, let me point out that the Golden Masks are a very powerful organization. It would not be in your best interest to cross us.
Seems to be where I did at a crossroads as it is.
But
I mean,
you
you've already
can-
said it yourself that you're so far into money. What's going to stop you from turning us in? Since there is quite a bit of coin on our heads.
It's a fair question. This is how I see it. The money involved, or the magical items in House Monder, I don't know if it's more speculation or factual, but as rumored there is quite a bit of money here. A lot more money that I could make selling each of you to the Queen herself.
At that amount of money, Gail's going to say, there is no money here for you. And
Well, there is money in the Crypts of House Monder. We are having problems deciding which door to go through. So it seems we want what's inside House Monder. You want what's inside some information? Why didn't we work together?
she's going to step forward and say, Lord Simonder knighted me. Lord Sider was my friend. He was my commander. This crypt is not for you. You can leave now, and no harm will come to you. But there is nothing here for you.
Add one more thing to the table. Perhaps this will change the mind of the Honourable Lady Galena Ronald. The Golden Masks are struggling. Part of our money involves scams, as somebody put it. But a lot of our money revolves around trade. And our trade has been crippled by this infernal dome that has surrounded the city. So we want the dome down. I assume you want the dome down. I cannot personally do it myself, but I know someone who could help with this dome. But of course, this information is contingent on the treasures inside of the crypts of House Monder.
Yes, well, we haven't exactly had good relations with your organization in the past. They've deceived us and screwed us over, so I see no benefit in working with you. And
Your problems are your problems.
Yeah, okay,
You want more?
Time for talking is over, apparently.
Okay then.
Roll for
sorry, not sorry.
Oh, it was getting ready to happen on my end too. Just don't feel bad.
Oh, I mean, it's we're all here to have fun. Yeah, a massive 21. Highest I can get.
Oh man, nice initiative rolls.
Dude, besides mine.
The fastest amongst us is going to go last.
Hey man, I'm just happy I'm like first or second, man. I haven't been this high, I don't think the entire campaign.
I'll sit in the back
Holy
and watch
crap.
you guys go.
I said
to
the
say-
fastest, but Toriel's got +6 in initiative. Holy moly, Toriel can move.
Yeah, you're real far back there, a 3.
Yeah,
That's
right?
me. That's
That
usually
was
me.
me. You guys were all bragging, and then that happened. Damn it!
I'm going to say that things are tense, but I'm going to let Jimmy, has he clicked the Eldritch Blast button to roll for his Eldritch Blast, and then we'll just go to initiative order as normal. So what'd you roll, Jimmy?
I rolled a 20, not a natural 20, just a dirty 20.
Against Yelshabi?
Yep, against her, and I'll lift her up the 10 feet. Do I get both of my bolts or just one?
We'll say both, but let me just check something.
Eldritch Blast should be 2 because it's part of the initial
Yeah.
casting of the spell.
Yeah, I just wasn't sure because it's kind of a surprise attack. I didn't know if I got them both or not.
You fire off the first shot, and she says, "Oh, such basic instincts." She throws up a shield, and the Eldritch Blast blasts off.
Well, the second one bounces off then too.
That's
Does she get a reaction if she's surprised, Malcolm?
oh, everybody. Well, no, this is not surprised. Everybody was on
okay,
edge,
okay.
right?
It was pretty tense as it is. Everybody's guard was pretty up at this point.
All right. Ah, such basic instincts. This is disappointing.
While Malcolm's looking that up, what does the aura do for us?
Saving throws.
Saving throws.
Okay.
I think it's plus 4 now since you leveled, right, Daniel?
Yeah, I believe so. I'm just gonna go check and make sure.
It's whatever your
charisma
charisma modifier
Whatever
is.
charisma
Oh,
modifier
charisma.
is.
I was thinking proficiency or charisma. I couldn't remember, so I have 4.
Yeah, so plus 4 to your saves.
And also, you guys have another benefit from it too. While I'm conscious, and I think you can't be afraid or something like that.
Oh, did you finally get that level?
We're level 8, and I thought that's what I got.
I think you should have an aura at level 7.
Yeah, and then no, I don't have. That's my next level, I guess. All right.
You'll have the frightened one is 10. All paladins get the aura of courage.
Or of courage. There it is, 10. Yeah.
I'm looking at my characters. Like if I'm level,
You get a class specific aura at 7.
Oops.
I'm going to cast Mirror Image on herself. So 3 different versions as your shadow goes out. And that's what she will do. And she will... No, she'll stay there. Gala has multiple versions of Shabi pop up. What do you do?
Gala, Randall, and Vinnick, you guys still have my emboldening bond on you, so you get a D4 to 1 attack, a save, or a ability check if you want it. Each turn, you get 1 D4 for that.
Okay. Sorry, I was just reading my specific aura. I have a specific aura that does something, and I didn't know about it until you mentioned it. Thanks, Randall. That's a power I didn't know I had. Okay. So she's got mirror image up, so there's 4 of her out there right now. What are these guys doing look like, by the way? So the guys to the north of her right now, what do they look like? Like fighter, thief, so they have brashing swords and shields, plate armor. Like, what do they look like? What am I looking at? If I'm going to fight a fighter or a wizard or a bard. I'm like, you know what I mean? Like, just what they look like.
They've got more fighter looks about them.
Okay. They're not wearing plate mail. They have like leather.
Exactly. They are wearing
In my head as a player, you know, who I'm going to attack kind of thing.
leather armor for the most part.
Okay. And then my next question is, you probably say you could certainly try. If I grapple somebody in a mirror image, do you know how that might work? Or is that something that never come up before?
I think you don't know which one to grapple, so it'll be a roll again.
Okay. I'll just straight out attack them right now. There's not much else that's better to do. So let me get
She at least has her shield drop because she just had her turn, so there's that.
But it comes back because at the beginning of her turn.
Right, but it's will she burn the spell slot is the question.
Yeah, oh yeah. I would. Okay, so
At least burn a reaction though.
I'm going to do something else. I'm going to. Can you drop that spell? No, that's not concentration. Commanders, maybe. No. I'm going to cast Hold Person Armor.
Okay. So wisdom.
Say, I see what you're doing. I see what you're doing, and I'll just point at her and say, "Stop." Wisdom save 50.
My box of doom. Right. So the DC is it? It's 15. There's a +2 So you want a 1 to 12, I believe. 1 to 12. Let's have a look. Oomph. 14. It's a pass. Oh, that was a good try, but you had a cute attempt, Galen. It is not too late to negotiate, by the way. No harm has been done yet.
She's gonna say, the time has passed, or what. No, she's not gonna say anything. She's not gonna respond at all. She's just gonna your turn every time.
Okay, Toriel. All the way out there in the corridor. Oh, no,
Yeah.
yep, Toriel, yep.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, she hears some stuff going on. She's gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and she's gonna toss. Oops. Oh, I can't move it.
Move it.
She's
Put
gonna
it there for you.
toss a web centered so it doesn't get our guys. It so basically centered right there. Five more feet north. Perfect. She's gonna throw a web, and I will throw that up here in a second when I can do it. Okay. So I guess it starts, and let me throw this here. This is, I think it's on their turn. They roll. So it becomes difficult terrain and lightly obscured area. And if they fail or save, they are restrained. Dexterity saving throw.
We'll do that on their turn, and you're concentrating on that. Okay, we'll get to that on their turn. Okay, excellent.
And I'm going to back up 5 feet to there, and that will be my turn.
Timely asks you, "Whoo, what should I do? Whoo?"
That one. And yeah, Timely's going to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. Distract this guy, or help that action, and she's going to fly back 1, 2, boop, right there.
Okay, very good. Web goes up. See how they get affected by that. Yelshabi sees you're about to do something, Randall, and says, "You know the only thing worse than grave robbers, don't you? It is murderers. You could have talked this out, but you were resorting to your most basic instinct. Now's the time to be honorable. Sort this out with words, not with the blade."
It could be always time for words. Perhaps when they're beating out of you. First off, I'm going to bonus action do a brand new rune. As in Runic Giant, if anybody could read Giant, you'll see it light up, and it's the word Odinos. As it's the heal rune, and I have a resistance to bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing, so you can almost hear a faint lion's roar back in the distance as it activates.
All right. It's almost like a rage, isn't it?
Yeah, it's basically rage.
Okay, awesome.
Without having to do the particular things to keep it up.
But you only get it how often? When does it come? Oh, long, short rest. Okay.
Yep, short or long rest. So I'm gonna go. Actually, I'm gonna go after this particular guy right here. Let's see if she takes the first swing.
No, she doesn't. She wants to maintain her reaction.
Okay, darn it! I was hoping she'd take it and I'll go back at her. Foil again. All right, I'm gonna go after this guy right here with 2 longsword swipes.
Sure. First one at advantage, thanks to Timely. Oh, this advantage. Oh, dearie me. That gets a fail sound regardless.
Yeesh. Let's try that again.
He goes to parry it, but you just cut through him, so that's a hit.
For 15.
15. Okay.
All right, that's my dude.
You see the person you hit turn to Yilshabi and says, they call us great robbers, they cut us down where we stand. What should we do? And he is going to make a saving throw, is what he's going to do. What's the save, Toriel?
Dexterity 15.
15. He rolls a 16. So he's not restrained by it.
It is difficult terrain, though.
He's going to stay there regardless. Nowhere really for him to go anyway. But he's going to swing his mace. Hold his action. This one up here, he's going to make a dexterity saving throw. And he gets restrained in the web. So he's webified. But he's going to take a heavy crossbow outside of off his back, struggling with the webs, but then holds his action. Inagami.
All right. I am going to try and wacky whack that guy.
$22 hits for 12 points of slashing damage. That one, I feel obliged to ask, lethal or non-lethally, Jimmy?
He's part of her band, right?
Yep.
Yeah, he's going down. Lethal.
We have not lifted a finger against you. You don't cut us down. Who are the bad guys in this situation?
And then I'm going to bonus action, try and telekinetically shove her 5 feet up.
She's going to make strength saving throw. She's pretty strong. Not that strong, so she'll take d6 damage.
And is she prone?
No. Oh, she takes 1 point of damage. That's your turn,
I'll stay
Shinigami.
put. Yeah, I'll stay put.
This one will make a... Oops. Make a strength saving throw. She is restrained. Once again, she gets her... she's just going to hold an action is what she's going to do. These guys over here. Do 2 saving throws. 2. No, so they get restrained. These 2. And once again, they prepare an action with a heavy crossbow strapped over their shoulder. Restrained. And finally, this person will make a strength saving throw. Another one, strength save. Nope. And he too will hold an action. Drift.
By the Redeemer, Shinigami, what have you done? You used to be a Red Cloak. They have not raised hand to us, just discussions. why you strike first. Why did you murder that man in cold blood?
They've already deceived us. They can't be trusted not to stab us in the back.
What, by one feather she speaks of? That's harmful. But deceiving, that's just for coin.
You speak of the ones that don't have coin, that need coin for substances and food. They don't care if someone starves.
Oh, we only steal from the people who can afford it.
Redeemer, guide me, for I don't know what to do. And his action is going to be cast guidance on himself as he waits to see what these actually group will do.
Vinnick, they haven't lifted a finger against you. What do you do?
I invoke my unmute.
Invoke, that's a good way of phrasing it.
Okay, so nobody's attacked me. I will draw my sword and hold an action, but I will move over to here.
Sure. So you're holding your action?
Yep.
Okay, so if Yelshabi does anything malicious, you will attack her.
That's exactly right. Yep.
Turns to talk to Randall. You. What is happening? We have defended ourselves. We wanted to talk. And this so-called Red Close, we knew of the legend of Shinigami before this madness happened. We remember him as a noble person, one who saved the king, one who did anything above the law and order. Now he slays my friend, my companion, in cold blood. What is going on? Isn't it the time for talking?
Well, I'm afraid that I didn't want your friend to die. I was just going to knock him out. However, he is on his own particular one. What he does is on his own accord. As well for what you have done as well. You have deceived us before, so how can we particularly trust you in this situation? What any type of thing can you offer to de-escalate this thing to sign any form of trust?
Before I answer that, let me answer you this question. What is more important, gold or human life? And I include elves and dwarves, but just, I don't know the phrase, species life perhaps. What is more important, life or gold?
Life.
And yet you're trying to kill us over a matter of a scam we did on you. Shame on you. And I think it's best if Shinigami just leaves. Shinigami, make me a wisdom saving throw. She's casting command on you.
+4 because of Dahlia's aura.
Yeah. 19 makes it anyway. So feel free not to leave on your turn, but that's what she does. She asks you to leave, but you don't want to leave, apparently.
Gala's going to, as a bonus action, do that. And it's area of peace. So I get +5 on my persuasion check.
Sure.
She's going to say, let me persuade you to leave now. And then she's going to take out of her back her tinderbox, and she's going to light the web on fire and say, we persuade you to leave, all of you, and set fire to the web. As her action.
Okay.
Says to get out now. She's going to light the web on fire. There's fire blazing here. Get out now. And she's not going to attack you. She doesn't want any of you dead. It's sad what happened to your... Did that guy turn into the white things like the outside, or was he human?
Nope. He's human.
Human. And he goes, it's regrettable, but it's what happened, but I persuade you to leave. And that's her persuasion. I don't know if I need to roll anything for that, for these guys.
Oh, you do.
That would be scary.
You need to make a persuasion and add +5 to your roll.
And you can use the D4 as well if you want.
Oh, I will.
From Emboldening Bond.
High as I can get it.
Nice.
I'm going to put a D4 on that, right? D4. And that's her persuasion for them all to leave.
It's 33 with your +5.
I think if you look up in the DM's Dungeon Master Guide, they list the descriptions of each role, and 30 plus is literally impossible. That's the upper limit. And she says, all right, Kalina. You have shown your hand. You have set my companions on fire. They will take damage, but none of the damage is going to kill them from the web lighting up. We will leave. But going back to your friend Shinigami's question, what do you have to offer us? We came all this way. We've lost a man. We lost poor old Fenog the Bull coming here. What will you give us? For
Your
the
life.
lives? You killed one of our men. That should not be without consequence.
She just stares at her after I made her statement. Your lives. And she doesn't say anything.
We can't let them go now.
I'm happy to leave peacefully, but Shinigami disagrees.
Well, let's go through the turnover then now, and that's what I've done. And Arturial, it's up. You're up.
Right, if you're enough, yeah.
Yeah.
So we'll say with your passive insight, she's trying to get something out of this. She's prepared to leave, but she wants something. One of her men is dead, if nothing else. Toriel, a lot of complicated moving parts here. What do you do?
Yeah. Well, one rule lawyer thing, you can only burn a 5-foot square of it.
And then it starts to spread, right?
Nope, it's 5. You have to torch each 5-foot square, but Toriel will drop concentration on it.
Oh, okay.
Yep. And she will move in over here. And we're truly sorry about your man. But I think that it was a mistake, and that that we can come to some type of agreement.
What do you have to offer? You know what your friend Shimigami is suggesting, right? Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's 12,000 gold pieces here. 1,000 per person if we just reveal your location. Assume that's what you're worried about, is it not, Shinigami? The reward?
Oh boy, I wish you hadn't said that. It's like what you say is true, but that just reinforces Shinigami's argument that we can't let you leave.
Well, I believe the zone of truth is still up. I give you my word, I will not turn you in.
That is a powerful statement, and I appreciate that. But you do have something. You mentioned something about helping take down the dome. Toriel would probably remember. It was before or after the zone of truth was up.
It's while the zone of truth was up. So
okay, good. Well, I cannot speak for the group. Gayla, I defer to Gayla. She's always so good about these things, but I believe that we can come to an agreement, and that Toriel's just going to hold an action.
She seems to be driven by anger. You seem to be driven by logic. I think it is clear heads in this situation.
Yes, I mean, clearly you're not aligned with the queen and the madness that is taking over this. So we have a common enemy.
That we do. We both want the dome down. What does Timely do? Just
Timely will come and sit on Toriel's shoulder.
Randall.
Randall moves to here and holds the sword at this quite tan fellow right here that's beside of me. I was being sarcastic over there.
Threats of violence.
No threats. You keep on seeking that you want something. What is it that you want?
Been burnt by my organization more than once. We have eyes and ears in many places. We saw you enter the palace. We saw you leave the palace. We saw the dome come up as you left the palace. Tell me this. What did you do to upset the queen so much?
Man, if I wish I had the box right there, because I was like, we did this, and I'd open up the box with the Queen Athena head. We did what was necessary. We tried to kill the queen.
Well, that
Did
would
not
certainly
necessarily.
piss her off.
However, we were successful in gaining an item of great power from them, it looks like.
Oh, now we are
It-
talking. But Randall, you seem like a decent person, but it is not you that I am worried about. There's any action you wish to do, Randall? Feel free to do it now.
I'm just going to hold an action to swing on somebody if it continues to go to blows. Like, I'm just in a ready position.
Sure. As is most of everybody else. All eyes swing to Shinigami. Well, what's it going to be? Violence?
Here's the deal, criminal. I'll allow you to leave. You won't speak of us, and I don't want to encounter any of your kind from your organization again, or they will be slain. You leave with your lives. You leave with your lives, and that's our gift.
Well, you call me criminal, I will call you murderer. Murderer! You plan to kill everybody in the Golden Masks? That'll be quite a massacre. It'll be a massacre for the ages.
I'm going to level 20. I'm not afraid.
Did not know the strange words you were talking about. But... alright. It sounds as if nobody's going to attack us, but I just want to give Drift and Vinnick a chance.
Drift is going to respectfully swing over here, kneel down, take out 2 gold coins, place them on his eyes, and swing back. And Shinigami, first you turn on young Gallia, now murder. What is it? What have you become? You are not a lawman anymore. Lawmen don't make up the laws for to suit them at the time. The Redeemer is very disappointed in you. Your soul can no longer be saved. That's it.
Eric?
Bennett is going to say, I'm not going to administer hostilities.
Is anybody going to do hostilities, or can we drop out of initiative order?
Well, if she's not going to do anything, then Gala won't do anything on her turn. So if they're leaving,
Only if they're leaving. I'm not going to do anything. If they're
if
going
she
to leave,
gets,
They are going to leave.
it's her turn. So.
Oh, that's... Well, this was not the outcome I was hoping for. We seem to be down further in the golden masks. And a couple of them, they pick him up and we put them on their shoulders. They respectfully take the gold coins.
Before they leave, we asked that she wouldn't tell anybody, and she said she wouldn't utter the zone of truth, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
cool.
What's your pass?
we didn't get the others to make that same promise.
Oh, I will keep them in line. Do not worry.
You're in about passive insight. Drift has a 16, if that matters.
Passive insight or passive perception?
Just check some numbers here. She leaves. They one by one. They leave the corridor, leaving you by yourself. Shinigami, how many gold pieces do you have?
$126.
No, you don't.
Oh, she yanked.
Oh, shit.
Did I say it?
No, I just no. She rolled a 21 on her.
Oh, darn it! You just beat me by one. Dang it!
And you're left alone. You can follow her out, but she does, in fact, leave the tomb altogether. Perhaps this is a fight she could not feel she could win.
I'm going to use a luck for my sword thing going on here. There we go. So Bloodsong stays in the scabbard. She never pulled it out and just lightly hums.
What DC did we set for that?
I believe it was 16. Yeah, 16 for that, and my undead are the same.
Sure.
Unless you want to change it and tell me, that's fine.
No, 16 sounds about right.
You could also use your emboldening bond too,
Yeah, that's true too.
if you needed it.
Triggered?
Yeah, I'll just use my luck. That's fine. Thanks. A good point though.
So the numbers on the ring imply that this is the right door.
Yeah, let's say it's number 4, and is there a 4 on that door?
Yep, this
Right.
is the right door.
And honestly, this fog, I don't know if you should use it because I can see the path leading from that door also, and I can see where it breaks the next one. Just so you know, the fog's not working.
The fog is working. The dynamic lighting, it got deleted from this map somehow, so it's.
Oh.
I think it'd be good, but we'll see if it works in different dungeons. But there is, I think I accidentally deleted some dynamic lighting from this map when I was kind of customizing it. So, yeah.
I know it's 4 and 2, so I know the thing. So I'll walk over to the door and say, pull out the ring that says a 4, and go to the door and say, I believe it's this one. This is the way, and then I'll open it.
This is the way.
Wait. Oh, damn it. See, I told you we couldn't trust them. She stole my coins.
I mean, you murdered one of her men in cold blood without a hand being raised to you.
They were a criminal organization.
Agreed. Now, maybe in future sight, though, Shinigami, perhaps we can just knock them out and then get the information instead of killing them?
Killing them got rid of them.
No, young Gallia's words got rid of them.
Galli will turn back and say, if it would come to blows, it would have come to blows. I'm basically having no problem with what Shinigami did. I have no problem with what Shinigami did. They're thieves, grave robbers, and we're moving forward. And she's going to go through the door if it's open. And you guys can keep talking. She's just going to stop right there.
Your soul can still be saved, young Gaia. Do not let that blackened one's soul tarnish yours.
Just know that we can't trust them.
In all reality, you can't trust anyone.
Let alone me, as Drift transforms into Nopki.
It's just. Keep going forward and just lead the
Make a dexterity saving throw, please. Right there, yep.
All right. Ooh.
You have the embouldering that lasts for 10 minutes. You get it once per turn. And it can be used on saves.
Yeah, I'll risk that also with, I'm not gonna do a lucky. Save those for later, if there is one.
Doing lucky, so I'm not. Do I have to tell you if that succeeds with it?
Yeah, no lucky. Oh no, I need to know if it fails first, then I know. So I did an 11. Does it fail?
I think that's a 10, and yes, it does.
Well, 10. All right. Well, that's fine. I'll let it fail. It's always fun to see the failure.
It is indeed. You fall down a pit trap. You immediately tumble down. Okay, so you see Gala, well, probably Brandel does, as the pit trap opens up in front of her. You fall down a 50-foot pit, taking 5d6 damage. And the pit is actually deeper than that, but you actually land in some very, very putrid water. Make a Constitution saving throw while you're down there. Okay, you manage to keep the poison water out of your mouth, but unfortunately the pit clap closes above you.
Crap.
Does anyone have a 10-foot pole? The old days.
I can lift her up. I can lift her up 15 feet, but we need to get this door open first.
Is it 50 feet, FL?
5-0.
I'm going to use my bonus action to get my spectral wings out, and I'm going to fly up and bang on the top, saying, "Open up, open it up! Like, open it up, let me out!" So I'm banging on it.
Just before you do that, Drift was gonna say, "Aren't we forgetting that she can fly? Let's just open it." And then hearing the bang, bang. See, I told you.
I'll push down on it because I'm assuming it has to be pushed down.
It's locked in place. How long can you fly for, Gala?
1 minute.
I think 1 minute, 10 rounds of your bashing. We won't go through it. There are some stats, but I think the immediate danger is over. So with the Gala hitting with Bloodsong from the bottom and mallets, everything flying around, you eventually get out and only took really the fall damage.
I think I've always been told that I have an eye for certain things. Perhaps I should take lead until we get to a crossroad.
She'll put her hand on Randall and say, "Forgive me, this takes a toll."
Young Gaia here. Heed your anger. Only 5.
Look, with your passive perception, and you noticing closely, every grey tile, the dark grey tiles, are similar traps. So as long as you stay off the dark grey tiles, you're fine.
Do you ever see that? You ever hear about the story of them gathering all these people over there for a weird game over there? They had to go through some squid game or something like that. Anyway, some of these tiles are just false. There's a pattern. Oh, you see those gray ones, and Randall points out all the gray ones. They're faults. You will fall through them, just like Gayla did on this other one. You must hop across.
No, you've all got at least 5 strength, so you can jump over these easily enough without having to roll.
Very nice.
Gala will say to Randall, 2 is the next number.
Randall demonstrates over there, so his compatriots can follow the pattern.
This door's enabled. 1, 2, 3, 4. And since the dynamics lighting being a bit weird, this is obviously the door.
Interesting. As he'll hop over this one over here. And can I reach around and try to open the door?
You can. Yep. You hear a voice from inside Randall and says, "Hello there! These are the crypts of House Monder. Only representatives of House Monder may enter the vault. All others shall die where they stand. Show yourself!"
We're heading this direction. We have someone who was a student of Lord Simonder. Kind of like looks
Bring
over
them
at Gay,
forth.
like, is that
Well, Gala will go forward. I'm not sure where I can land. I guess I can land. I can walk
not there.
this way, and then I can jump over to
Yeah.
where he's at. He's in the way. And Gala will say, Lord Simender was my commander in the Knight's Guard. He
That is not
gave
good
me-
enough.
she'll hold up his ring and say, he gave me his family insignia and told me to come to his crypt upon his death, for there are secrets that could possibly save the kingdom. I am
See
here.
this ring.
Lord Simonder. Hold the ring out.
So you bounce there, Gala, and then you pounce there, so you can see him avoiding the traps, and you see a it's almost snake-like creature with almost the face of a dwarf, and he says, "Step forward, show me."
Right. She'll go here and she'll see if anyone else, and just walk another step forward and show the ring and say, I am here to find secrets that I was bade from Lord Simonder. I was
What pleasure?
just gonna say I've told you my intent. I'm here on behalf of Lord Simonder on his dying and his last request. Step aside. If you are the guardian of this tomb, I am here by right and by the wishes of a dead man. The final wishes.
Your ladyship. And he steps aside.
Oh, wow.
I'll go on. I'll look at Randall. As I go to the door, I'll look at Randall.
Do I see anything out that abnormal or anything? I do have a passive investigation of 19, if that matters.
Oh, you see a chest, you see scrolls, you see magical items, you see gemstones, you see a whole massive amount of treasure and magical items.
I can't go through the door, but that's okay. I don't think we're not in combat or anything.
So what? Let's do. Just gonna turn off dynamic lighting since it's weird on this map for some reason. Anyway, we'll turn off dynamic lighting and we'll turn off lines block movement. There we go.
All right.
You see, on the table, you can see the table in the art, but there's a table in here with a leather-bound journal on it.
I'll pick it up.
Okay. We'll get to the journal in just a second, but there's gemstones. There's a dwarven representation of the efficient master. It's a beautifully manufactured mirror, 2-foot ancient vase, paintings of Lord Gronfur Monder, a chest containing a bunch of gold pieces, some scrolls, looks like some potions, healing potions, a hand axe, a light hammer, a gemstone that looks magical, and an iron stone.
Well,
I'm going to say to the keeper of the tomb, I'll say, your tomb is no longer safe. I'm going to take all these and keep them safe so the Lord Simonder's treasures are not plundered by, and I'll motion to what we ran into outside, that you have grave robbers at your door. More than you can handle, more than you can keep safe. I will not have Lord Simonder's family's treasure
Legacy.
and wealth legacy be plundered and distributed throughout the kingdom by thieves.
And where will you take them, my lady?
Right now we have safe haven, where the menagerie. We will keep them safe there. If they're safe anywhere, they're not safe here.
You're taking them to a zoo?
There's little safety in this kingdom. What safety we found, and it is safer with us on the move than it is in a crypt waiting to be plundered.
Okay, persuasion check. We'll say your +5 is still up because it's fun.
Which means you still have the D4 as well.
Persuasion. I'll do a lucky on that because I want it to be higher anyways than the 7. That's better. And then that's +5, 24. And then do I get that? Is it or not? I'm not.
No,
Nope, you still have the embroidering bond. It's 10 minutes, just like your channel divinity.
24. So 25? 25. It says... He says...
I release you from your bondage if you have any. Be this your final act for the Simonder family.
So, just because it's easiest, I'm going to post into Discord what exactly is in there. And he's going to ask you to leave something. Is the paintings of Lord Monder, I think, should remain in the crypt. They are of value to the clan. I think they'd be disrespecting the crypt if you took that as well.
Those would be hard to protect and keep safe in our travels with everything we're encountering.
Oh, sorry, I misunderstood. The lady said that you would store them. Now you're going to use them. That is a different proposition.
No, I said for what we're encountering, they'd be safer here than going with us.
It's raining outside.
The streets are not safe.
According to the lady, this crypt is not safe. And anyone who bears the signet ring of Lord Monder, and I can tell some of the honor he has is rubbed off on her. Milady, I ask you again, will these items be used or stored in safety?
Should say anything used will be returned if it's needed to save the kingdom. Lord Simonder would want us to use anything to save the kingdom, but I will not steal the gold. I will not steal the weapons for myself. They shall stay with Lord Simonder. If they're of use now, maybe, but Lord Simonder would bet us to rid this kingdom of the evil that has befallen it, which is why we are here. It shall say the gold, the Simonders, the base, all that is for the Simonders' legacy. But anything of value magically that could help us end this threat, Lord Simonder would allow us to use.
I'm merely worried about damaging the paintings, which is what I was trying to explain to you, that we should leave those behind for you to protect.
That's what I was suggesting as well. Very well. I think the practicality of Lord Monder has rubbed off on you as well. You may take the magical items that would be advantageous to you.
I'll bow to this creature and I'll say, I never asked you your name.
Star.
Rasta, you have my word. The wealth of the Simonders shall not be touched upon my honor. The rest, if it is useful, we will use to rid this kingdom in the name of Simonder, in the name of all the good nobles still of the families, and of the king while he was still here.
At the mention of the king, he says, Lord Monder was an honorable man. Perhaps it is best if you read your diary. And if you go to Discord, I posted a Google Doc there. And these are the truths I imagine you're looking for. So feel free to have a perusal of that document.
Man, I feel bad. It's like that's a lot of money there. Damn it. Again, it's not going to count the coins, so you guys do what you want.
I mean, you could always use it and just replenish it at the end. It's like a loan with interest.
You might have a persuasion check you have to do later, which I might have to lucky fail.
Oh, the king's a dick. No wonder the glaive came alive. That makes sense now.
What?
On there, so the diary reveals the following. King Waldron struck a secret deal. I'll skip that. On their way home, Prince Krasnar demanded confrontation of his rightful status as heir, and a fight took place between him and King Waldron. The king eventually killed his raging and ignorant son.
Oh, the diary.
The diary. Yeah, the link Malcolm posted, yeah. And then also, King Waldron made his company swear an oath to never speak about the details of their journey, but Father Lester refused, and as a result, the king declared him an exile and forbade him to return to the material plane. And then King Waldron stuck a deal with the Satyr Lord, which concerns the crown, and he supposed that it has affected the realm. He doesn't know the details of the bargain.
Again, more people cannot be trusted.
And this,
Caleb just pick up the ion stone and say, I could have use of this. And she'll look at anyone saying, does anyone, say no?
All yours.
Everyone cool with that?
Yep.
And then healing potions and all kinds of stuff, so that's fun.
Gem of brightness. What is the gem of brightness?
Yeah, there's also how big is the mirror? Is it a handheld mirror? Medium mirror? What's
Medium mirror. You can do it. Not a handheld mirror, more like a bathroom mirror, like maybe 3 feet by 3 feet.
Like a vanity mirror?
A vanity mirror. There's a better description.
It's kind of awkward to carry around.
A bit awkward to carry around, that's true.
Okay, I think we have the information we need. We should go.
Yeah. Doesn't help us. She'll say. She doesn't help us to break the dome, but now we know what we're up against. And she'll say, the satyr, the Fey realm. Maybe is there a way into the Fey realm from inside the city? She'll just be confused, like,
Not that any of you know of.
Would because Vinnick was there, wasn't he?
Yevnik was there, and if you remember, you went through an eye with a tree with many eyes, but it got fuzzy, as things in the Fair Realm does. You do not know where this tree is, but that was the way you entered. So bottom line that you learned from the diaries is that King Waldron in fact killed Prince Krasner, which, as Doug said, it makes sense when the Glade called him a kinslayer, because King Waldron literally killed Prince Krasner, and something was done to the crown, which is maybe why Lord Monder was asking you to take the crown to Master Eden, who was also part of that faithful journey, but he also swore the oath. Only Father Lester refused to swear the oath and maintain the king's dreadful secret that he murdered his own son.
the queen murdered the king. The queen, as a demon, murdered the queen, calling him also kinslayer.
That's not the noble soul he was made out to be. Okay, so gathering your loot, leaving House Monder, you find yourselves back on the streets of Oathbreaker, with this dome over top of it, with the rains continuing to fall. It's depressing as ever.
Aside from the stuff that's worth money, do you guys who wants what? You guys just we've got stuff to take out. We don't want to forget it. So who wants to make use of it like we said we would? I asked for the ion stone. Anyone else want a hammer, light, hand axe, brightness gem? We got 6 potions. There's 6 of us.
Scrolls goes to Toriel.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, what was that?
Get the scrolls. You got 2 scrolls of lesser restoration.
Okay, cool.
And 2
Spell
scrolls.
magic.
Spell magic, remove curse, and protection from poison.
Does anyone want those, or are we just gonna put them in the loot?
Cool.
Let Driftle take one of the scrolls of lesser restoration, since Toriel will only need 1 to jot down into her spellbook.
Sounds good.
We each get a healing potion. That's light healing potion, Malcolm.
Standard. Yep.
Who wants the +1 hand axe? He can be thrown.
I have a pack weapon.
Yes. Randall or Vinnick, you both use strength.
I'll take it. Love plus weapons.
Light hammer +1. Anybody? And then a gem of brightness. Anyone want a gem of brightness? Toriel?
Oh, I'm sorry. If no one else
Light-
wants it, yeah.
Does the light hammer
You can
be
blind-
able to
you
be
can
thrown
blind
as well?
people with it.
It is. I just looked it up. Light hammer can be thrown as well. It's just like a hatchet, basically. Only it does bludgeoning instead of slashing.
This is what the gem of brightness does. Ooh, that's a text. A wall of text. There's 7 charges, I think it said.
Yep, 7 left.
I'll take the +1 light hammer. That's something I could throw. Throw it up.
What do you do?
Too bad we didn't have these extra scrolls of spell magic before we raided the Emporium.
You guys taking
sure.
one healing potion each? I mean, that just makes sense to me, but it's not my decision.
Yep.
Somebody take Drift's extra one since I can heal with monk and cleric stuff. Somebody take.
Yeah, I have all that. I have all kinds of healing. You guys who don't have healing, take it. Divvy up with the non-healers so they have actions to heal things.
So that's 3 right now. 3 potions up for grabs.
I'll take just one because I have healing capabilities, but I would like to have a bonus action healing capability.
Yeah, I'll hold on to one too, so I have 2.
Because somebody might need to pick me back up.
I think Vinnick might be the extra one. Because Toriel, don't you have a little bit of healing mixed in too?
I do. I have. I can cast Cure Wounds.
So yeah, 1 to Toriel, 2 to Vinnick, 2 to Shinigami, 1 to Randall.
What are these? These are potions, or these are
Healing potions.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I'll take it. Healing potion.
And then I guess the only other thing, just put it in party loot, is the chest just containing the pure 875 gold as a loan. And then if we don't use it, you can return it.
We're
That's everything else.
taking the vase, aren't we? Or are we leaving the vase?
I think we just left the paintings, didn't we?
Yeah, it was just the 3 paintings.
Okay.
But I meant wise, like if you didn't want to piece out the treasure yet, we could just dip from the chest of pure gold, and then eventually, if Gallia wanted to return money to it, like a little bit of a loan, an advance.
Yeah, this is kind of your decision to make.
Are we? Are we leaving the crypt now? We've left the crypt because we've read the journal. So Gali will say to everyone after we leave the crypt, she'll say, if it is needed, money can be used, but a record must be kept, and whoever took money returns it. And she'll look at all of you, and she'll put her hand out as a bond, saying, as a promise from all of you, the money is to be returned if it is used.
Agreed.
If the kingdom is dead, and the kingdom is in shambles, we can't protect this money either. So if it is useful for our quest, but we have to return it. And she'll look at the items, and the items will not be fenced. And she'll take a special interest in looking at the vase because of the dark star depicted.
Out of character, does Lord Sarmander have any relatives left?
No, which would have been awkward because usually the firstborn son of the Monder clan takes over the mantle of Lord Monder. It was a pact they made, but Lord Monder at the time of death had no living heir, so would have been confusing for the Monder clan to know what to do next. Probably some dwarven politics would have been involved. But that's the least of the problems of the kingdom at the moment. But no, he is no heir.
Yes, so I mean, I'll respect your decision, but there's nobody left to inherit his family's treasury. So
She'll say, you never know. There could be some distant relative or some clan. So the dwarfs, like Malcolm said, they'll make the decision upon this, not us.
fair enough.
That's just not right.
Malcolm, with Drift's monk/cleric training, would he know about that? The iron statue of the dwarven representation of the god of competence?
It's a fairly common deity done by dwarves typically. It's the god of being sensible, practical decisions.
Okay.
God of being sensible. I think the whole world needs a god of being sensible.
God of common sense.
Yeah, a little bit of that. Okay, so agreements being made about what to do with the treasure. Yeah, okay. So, you emerge back onto the streets of the noble district. Sorry, Daniel. Yeah.
We got party loot, character sheet or tab or anything to put that in?
If we don't, I'll make one.
I'll put that in there as this, or because we don't think we've done shared loot yet. This will be our first shared loot.
I thought you had a personal party loot you were keeping for us, Daniel.
I just need my character sheet. I mean, that's all I do. But
Oh, gotcha.
take the character sheet so everyone can look at it really easy and just then make notes like they borrowed money. If you want to borrow money out of it, do it. I'm just saying. So you guys want to start borrowing money out of it now, or a vendor comes up, borrow money, but make a tab. I'll make a name for each person, how much money they've taken, if they take any.
Make a receipt.
Guys, it doesn't matter, and debts are forgiven.
Did see a party loop there now, Daniel. You should be able to edit that.
I'll edit it and I'll put the notes in there for what we're doing.
Sure.
Make
But
a
feel free to go in here and take stuff, guys. I mean, this is, just we're making a tally.
Reminds me of the scene from Dumb and Dumber, where they got $10 million, and they all wrote notes and says, "This note is my bond. I will pay back $10,000 I paid for this suit. I'll pay back $5,000 I spent in the casino."
Oh, that's right.
And
Yeah,
there's a
they're,
huge pile of IOUs.
Yeah, that was hilarious.
And it seemed worse. Thanks.
It's all accounted for right there. Yeah, that was funny.
Oh, I love that movie. 875.
I just want the liquor dispenser in my car.
So back on the streets of Oathbreaker, the rain continues to fall. Yeah, what do you do?
Young Gaia, I know this is your treasures now to keep and bear, but when we get back, maybe we don't share this with the uncanny vagabonds.
Just say, we don't. I won't tell them about it. If they ask, it's none of their business. To show everyone what we're brought in. It is ours. Just as with the other chest with the head of the queen. They didn't ask what's in that. Just say they don't need to know.
I don't think they want to know.
Even if they ask, it's none of their business. And so just
Shall we return to see if Taurus has a plan to get us out of this dome?
They were trying to find information.
If anything, it's at least a place to sleep for the night.
Okay, sounds like you're heading back to the monster menagerie. See Drift, you're on the left of my screen, so you can make the D20 roll for me. Roll me a D20.
Okay. D20. It's a 17.
17. Okay, roll me a percentage dice. 2, please.
Ooh. 2. Okay, let's see here.
Oh,
First one is going.
No, just 1. I don't know what I said.
Oh, okay.
14 is what I need.
Okay, there we go. Much better.
Somebody make me a dexterity saving throw, please.
Uh-oh.
Fun.
No, that's a no, that's a no, that's a no, that's a no.
on the luck.
Sure.
There we go. My last one, 20.
Oh, are we in Aura though?
Oh, yes, it'll be an aura.
So mine becomes a 16.
Nagami and Toriel. We're missing somebody. Vinic, dexterity saving
Vinic.
throw.
Yes. Dexterity. There we go. Oh, that's
Okay, no good. So the DC is 15. So Shinigami, Vinic, and Toriel. Now, that's kind of odd. This midnight curse is doing weird things, and all of a sudden, inside of the dome, it starts raining rats, literal rats. Rats are falling from the sky, and it's either save or suck. So, not the end of the world, but those people who fail take 16 points of bludgeoning damage. as a hail of vermin falls from the sky. None of the rats that survived the fall, which rats are very good at doing, scutter away into the gutters and so on. Not the worst thing that could have happened, but maybe indicates how crazy this world has become since the Midnight Curse has hit. But other than that, you make your way over to the Monster Menagerie easy enough. You head down into the only safe area you know, with the Lucky Leap Tavern burnt down, the Ronald Manor burnt down, the boarding school burnt down. It seems everything you've associated with, or everything you've done, burnt. You're obviously very, very wanted criminals. But you go below into the safe place underneath the Monster Menagerie. And Terrace is first to greet you and is, hello friends. What news do you bring?
Well, the golden masks, unfortunately, got to the tomb of Monder before we did.
So they took the treasure you were looking for? That is disappointing.
Gil will hold forth a diary saying, we found Lord Simonder's secrets. Unfortunately, they don't say anything about this protective or dome around us. She'll say that she'll put the journal back in her things.
Oh, well, that is perhaps very valuable. The king's secrets. What secrets did he have?
She'll say, that's not something that needs to be known. It does not help us in our current cause. Did you find anything about the dome?
We'll get to the dome in a second, but you can't just leave something like the secrets of a king hanging out there. I thought we were allies. Yes, I do think I have a way not to get rid of the dome, but to get you on the other side of the dome.
I mean, really, is it anything for us to protect at this moment in time? The king was nothing but a flat-out murderer.
A murderer? Who did he murder?
His own son in Fey Realm.
Oh, that is very interesting. The king killed his son. Why did he kill his son? Does it say?
It does not. We'd have to go to the Fey Realm to find out more.
Oh, that is no easy task, but that is interesting. This makes sense. I don't know how the queen came back, but my goodness, a mother who's had her son killed by her husband, her lover. Oh, that is she was perhaps justified in her actions. Might have cost her her very soul in that demonic form. But all of a sudden, the first queen is going up on my thinking, and the king is taking a serious dip. Well, that is valuable information. Now, just to be clear, do you wish me to spread this information far and wide, or do you wish to keep this to myself?
Perhaps use it for your better judgment. Obviously, it could be key leverage. Or something we need.
You are smart. All right. Now, thank you for sharing the information. You have allies here in the Uncanny Vagabonds. Now, in regards to the dome, I have perhaps came with a plan. It seems as if certain those in the Queen's good graces can leave the dome via the gate in the south of the city, the Mule Gate. It seems as if troop transports are going out there. It seems those loyal to the Queen have gained access for their trade routes. the most notable one who has thrown their weight behind the Queen of the Gorso family. I happen to have acquired 6 guard uniforms. We happen to have a contact inside of the Queen's army, and a troop transport is leaving first thing in the morning. I have made the necessary arrangements with the captain, who'll be, shall we say, turning a blind eye when you jump on the carriage in the garb of the Queen's army. The dome will be opened a little portion big enough for this armored personnel carrier to leave. Will be done, and then it will be closed. I see the way your minds are working, saying that is an incredible risk. So many things can go wrong, and I agree. But that is the only way I can get you out of the city. I will remain here, but I will insist that my second in command, Gren, comes as well.
What is the name of this captain that you have this deal with?
Gives you a name. Malcolm's lost his page.
Okay, it can be determined later. He who must not be named right now.
For his safety, he cannot be named at the moment.
Bartholomew.
Bart.
Captain Simpson.
Captain Bond.
Kind of mumbled to Tyrael, just out of curiosity, if only those loyal to the Queen. Wait, is it a magic effect that only allows people to go out, or is it a permissible thing?
It is a small section of the dome will open up. So it's not by permission. You just literally pass through a place where the dome isn't. The Queen or the commanders have some, like a doorway out. While you're off in the Crypts, we've tried going under the River Ninok to go under the dome. It seems that was not an option. Flying, we managed to get someone up at the top of the dome. Couldn't get through. It is a very powerful magic, but there is this one doorway. What do you think of my plan?
It is incredibly risky, but it may be our only shot.
Well, you guys are discussing that. I'm going to kind of mumble to Tyrael. Well, if that's the case, we have the Queen's head. Wouldn't that give us the ability to leave?
It might be worth a try. Do we know if impacting the wall would harm us or just repel us?
Repel you. Think of it as like a force field. Just run into it and you can't get through it.
I think we go with this plan, but it might be worth testing.
Yeah, there's no harm in testing that theory.
Harris and Malcolm asks, what theory are you testing?
Just an idea, but we're gonna stick with your plan. Your plan sounds solid. We've got the name of who we need, so we'll go with that plan.
Right. The troop carriage is due to leave first thing in the morning. You are wanted men and women, of course. And I think it should speak volumes that the Uncanny Vagabonds has stayed loyal. I mean, I am looking at 12,000 gold pieces here. We slaughtered you right where you stand. But as an act of honor, a matter of principle, a matter of our goals aligning, the Uncanny Vagabonds will will not betray you. And he hands each of you a coat, guard's uniform. He gives Shinigami a special one that he can kind of look, ominous with a cloak over it, because Shinigami, perhaps amongst you, is the most recognizable. So he gives you a cloak that hides your face.
I could also try to give him a little extra with smithing tools and my disguise kit to give him a little bit more extra cover. Just to
Sure. Give me a mustache.
And Gayla's going to ask.
no, just glasses.
Painted
It
on
works.
glasses.
Gayla's going to ask, do you have any supplies that we might barter for? Do you have any way of maybe procuring supplies if we ask if we need something before we leave? Is there a shop, basically?
Commerce has more or less ground to a halt in the city. The coin district is not operating. This is a long way.
Stand on his head on that one.
This
No, but do you have something that we could maybe purchase that would help us?
the well has run dry, unfortunately. We can provide you with provisions, but that is it, unfortunately.
Is there anything you need of us while we're out? Something we could perhaps do for you in exchange for your kindness here?
Well, this is why I'm sending Gren along with you. We have contacts in Harveston. We think maybe perhaps they can help us. But Gren is why I'm sending him along. And Gren gives a silent nod. He will, if you can get Gren out, that would be great.
I've got your back.
He nods. Yeah.
I'm inciting that to see if there's an ulterior motive there.
For sending Gren?
Yeah, for sneaking him out, other than to help us.
You don't detect any duplicitous nature in his words. It does make sense that they would want one of their own to go along. So it seems on the up and up, Shinigami. Alright, well, smoke them if you got them. Rest up. And first thing in the morning, off to the gate. So unless there's anything anybody wishes to do or conversations you wish to have, we can simply fast forward to the next morning with a long rest in the middle.
All right.
Loves long rests.
The perception check is just for in the morning to see if any of our gear was tampered with or rifled through.
Nope. Everything seems to be on the up and up. Okay, so morning comes. Randall assists with the disguise of Shinigami with the cloaks, and you all put on the guard uniforms, and you look like guards. Tara says, so Captain Onkas is your contact here. He will know you are coming. He'll treat you as new soft-bellied recruits, and please just play along. And I don't know if this is goodbye, but at the very least it's a see you later. May the gods smile on you.
And the Redeemer be in your travel.
So leaving the monster menagerie, back onto the streets of Odenbeer. So the Mule Gate is right down here in the south. What's my map being weird? Yeah, that's here. This is the one that Randall used to sneak in and out of.
Yep.
Okay. up here technically. So, leaving the monster menagerie, I'm going to have Toriel roll me a d20.
All right.
2. So there's various Greyhound Knights, Witch Servants, cultists. It seems the disguise you've adapted is good. Some of them kind of bark at you when you kind of nod and carry on south, going across the 9 Arches Bridge, down through the Tool District, down through the South District. And if things were depressing when the rain came, things are almost more depressing now that the dome is up. Most people are just sheltering in place, as it were, hoping beyond hope that their luck will turn around. But you weave through it and can't help but remember good times in the Dragon Plaza where you played a singing tune. It seems as if songs perhaps have left this kingdom. And just before you arrive, you do see some type of trade vehicle, and it's got the markings of the Gorso family on it. And you see like a doorway whoosh, open up. They go through, but almost just the very instant it goes through, it closes down again. And you see someone. I'm going to say that the Shinigami would recognize him. You do know Captain Grinaldar Onkus, perhaps just by reputation, is a bit of a strict guy. But it says, "On the double, soldiers, and in order, you lot! You better not have grown soft in good old Odin beer. This is your chance to finally prove your worth in the field. Where are my blasted new recruits? They wish they were never born to get through with them. You lot, in the carriage, on the double, chop, 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 chop!"
I'll salute and hurry into the carriage.
I'll beat all of them with my superior movement in the carriage and be like, "That's how it's done."
Show off.
Talk to me. None of this mindless chit-chat. There's no showing off here. It's my way or the highway. Get. And I assume you all jump into the carriage?
Yep.
Yep.
There's about 4 or 5 other soldiers there that you don't recognize. Just
Did he specify you had to be in the carriage, Malcolm, or can Drift be on top of there?
this is an armored personnel carriage. It doesn't make sense for you to be on top.
Fair enough.
But there's 5 or so other soldiers in there, and the door slams shuts behind you. And as you're sitting inside there, you hear the royal swords outside, just soldiers manning the gate. They all snap to attention, and Captain Onka says, the Queen herself has come to send us off. Everybody on your feet." And all the soldiers, even though they're in the armed carriage, they stand on their feet. And you hear the words of Queen Athena with her unmistakable voice. "Oh, yes, brave soldiers of Eglarion. Go out there and represent the kingdom, represent the Queen, and stamp on anybody who disagrees, especially those with ponytails. I fucking hate ponytails. So brave swords of Eglarion, I will personally see you off on your voyage, which ends now." And something, some powerful magic ripples through the area that you're in. The soldiers that you're in the carriage with, they immediately turn into zombies. I'm going to need you guys to roll for initiative.
Roll for initiative.
Great.
I just realized Breen is in here, so let me grab Breen.
Oh, did Avra come with us?
No, she didn't.
Damn.
Silly green, sorry.
Oh,
Jeff, let's
beautiful
hope we didn't
roll.
just burn our natural 20s.
I just throwing my natural one.
I did that last combat, so it's coming full circle.
So green is in the carriage. Let me roll for green. You roll for these zombies.
Have to be the undead.
Oh, yes, good point. Why don't we do that right now, Daniel? Why don't you make your save to see if you're frightened?
I was going to wait to the beginning of my turn, but I will totally do that now.
Uh-oh.
Oh, bravery kicks in. Okay, so some powerful magic comes up. You felt the energy of the whatever was cast pass through you, and the soldiers that are made of less sterner stuff. You recognize them. Some of them Shinigami is just your average rank and file soldiers, making money for their families, doing what they can to survive. But now they're undead. They lurch towards you, but Drift, you are first to react. What do you do?
Sorry to interrupt, but Gala, did you take a long rest? Because it looks like your hit points aren't full.
I was just going to say the same thing.
I did. They didn't transfer over. The token didn't transfer. My regular character. Right, but thank you. Cool. That would have confused me there.
There's your aura as well, which you'll have on there. Drift! Sorting out Gala's hit points. What do you do?
Okay, so young Gaia is good, so I don't have to do that. So that's gonna change it to this zombie here. Then let's spear attack.
Okay, he doesn't look like the zombie in the picture. I guess he's just very much not in control of himself, and his head is lurching in a bit awkward angle. But regardless, the Spear of Eternity hits.
Only for 6. We'll try it a second time then, since he's probably still up.
It's again.
Much better for 13, so a total of 19 damage right now.
He really coils back, but he still stands.
We're gonna punch.
Sure.
And I guess that means we're gonna burn a monk point for flurry of blows, since that was a natural 1.
Okay. $14 hits as well.
Oh, okay. 9.
So I just need to refresh Roll20. It's being a bit awkward for me, but that will finish off the zombie. But I need to see if the zombie's gonna rise again.
Okay.
Looks better. How much did you do? 9. He made a con save. No, not with a natural 1. The zombie just gets pummeled to death by the fury of Drift. Toriel, surrounded by zombies, what do you do?
I'm going to first start with my bonus action. I'm going to try to telekinetically shove this one over here. DC 15.
Oh, he's a strong zombie. Rolls a 19.
Okay. All right, and then I'm going to, as my action, are they wearing metal armor?
Yeah, I say they will.
Okay, then I'm going to use shocking grasp then at advantage.
Yep, that hits.
All right. 13, and I'll do it on this one here.
Sure.
And that will be it. Timely will flutter in this one's face too.
Sure. Now, as you're kind of dealing with these zombies one by one, and by the way, I just increased their armor class because they're normally 8, but since you got the armor on, I increased it, so hopefully that makes sense now. What also might not make sense is the carriage is lit on fire.
Oh no! This is getting bad. Are there any windows?
No.
Just one door.
Yeah, and the door is kind of right next to Drift there. That's the door at the northeast side of the carriage. Okay, so no actual mechanical effect by the fire at the moment, though it will come. And Vinnick, what would you like to do?
I'm going to attack. What's this? This one has a. What's the green axe?
Timely helped out. So
It's
advantage on this one.
Yeah.
Okay, got it. All right, I'm going to attack that one. I'm going to swing my greatsword.
Okay, 20 hits here with advantage. Yep.
Okay.
Okay, the zombie takes the hit but maintains its footing.
All right, I will swing again. Get my advantage up here again. There it is.
24 hits again. Haha. This one you cut down, you're sure it's dead, but then with an unholy lurch, it gets back to its feet.
I'm going to use my action surge.
Sure.
And I will attack again. I'm
Sure.
going to do another attack against that one. Here we go.
16 hits. 12 slashing. Let's see if we can... 17. Ah! You hack him down and he gets back up again. Got a natural 20 on his undead fortitude to spring back to his feet.
All right, I will attack him again.
Okay. Don't think that's at advantage though, is it?
Oh, I thought. Sorry,
Just
that
the
went
first
away.
attack. Just the first
Okay.
attack. And an 11 misses with the armor that they're wearing that Malcolm just clicked to. So
Right.
unfortunately, the action surge does not take out the zombie.
Yeah, that's very, very disappointing. I'm going to use my Blessing of the Raven Queen,
Sure.
and I just want the benefits of the protection, so I'll just kind of go to there. That's it.
Okay, great. Okay, zombie's dead. He won't get a go. Gren says, "Oh, somebody has betrayed us. Who was it? Was it the Golden Mask? I don't know." But he gets out his longsword, swings it, whoosh. Oh, it was a 23 against a zombie. Swings it again, another 23 for 19 points of damage. It's enough to carve through. But once again, the zombie survives and says, "Somebody needs to work on the door. We gotta get out of here. Shinigami."
I am going to if I make an offhand attack, is that a bonus action or an action?
I think that's a bonus action, I think. I'm not sure.
Alright, I'm gonna whack on this guy.
Go. This guy to the north of you?
Oh, this went to the
Oh,
south.
sure. Yeah. 21 absolutely hits for 8 points of slashing damage. Got it? Carve
I'll
into the
do
zombie.
my second attack on him,
Ooh, not so good.
and then I will do an offhand attack with the dagger. So this will be a +6.
Yep, that hits. Dirty 20 hits.
Alright, so that's this +5.
You only get your modifier if you have 2-weapon fighting. The feat.
Okay.
So you just get the base dice damage.
So if there's a dagger, it's a D4.
Okay.
And which one are you attacking? The one to the north?
Yeah, that one. It doesn't get
that's
the.
green. Sorry. Con. No. It finally goes down. The third killing blow, and it eventually falls to the ground dead. So that took that guy out.
Yeah, he would have been finished either way.
He gets an undead fortitude to try and get out. But
No,
he does.
with the dagger. that I
Oh,
used.
that dagger. Okay. All right.
Yeah,
Speaking of that, then is the zombie's intelligence 6 or greater?
No. So no
Okay.
bonus hit points.
I tried for you, Jimmy. I tried.
Well, they're zombies, right? They're not noted for their intelligence.
All right, then
Okay.
that's my turn.
Okay, nice. So do you have a zombie left alive? We do. It's going to lunge for Toriel. Just try and reach out and try and rip across your face, and it does hit with a 21, Toriel.
Let's see, can I do anything about that? No, I cannot. Okay.
Just a scrape of dirty nails across your face for 3 points of slashing damage.
Let's see. Oh, they have dirty fingernails.
Gala!
Gala will pull out her sword and look at the sword and look at the door, and she'll say to Randall, like pleading, "Get the door." And she'll walk to the zombie.
Clear the path.
And okay, cool. And she'll attack this one here. With that roll
Blood song.
there
That hits.
for just the 8.
So needs to make
guess.
a con save.
If you
Ooh,
smited, it didn't get its con save.
That's true.
Natural 1. And
Oh,
it goes
Save the
down.
spot.
So at the very least, Blood Song's lust for blood is quenched for this combat.
She'll go to here, and
Sure.
she'll go to here actually, and she'll attack this one right here.
Drop. 16 hits, gets through their armor. Yep.
And for 5, no, not 5, 6 plus, I will do a smite on that one.
A 6. And the Divine Smite, don't forget you get your bonus D8. So the first level will be 3D8 because you're undead.
I'll do first level 3d8. Oof.
No. Doesn't get a save. Is it? Oh, it does.
I don't think so because it was radiant damage, right? So it doesn't get a save.
It's necrotic damage, isn't it? Oh no, the
zombies
Divine
is gonna
Smite
be
does.
radiant.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Divine Smite. Okay. Down it goes.
So 5, 10, 15, 20, and then she'll go back 10 feet to there.
Okay. Randall, with Gala's words in your ear, what do you do? Out the door.
Randall steps forward over there and kind of like squares up. You might want to move, Drift. And I'm going to lunge straight at to the doors, putting right in behind my shield, like tucking him on the shield. And as I leap in the air, I will bonus action giant smite
All
to
right.
bust through the doors.
Please tell me he
Courage.
takes out the whole ass end of the carrot.
I will say, if it's okay with you, Drift will say, whoops.
Yeah, I go with him through the door. That's fine.
No, I'll say we'll just move you down. Well, we'll see. Make an athletics check at advantage.
Okay. Athletics or
That'll
acrobatics?
be Randall. No, that'll be Randall. This is him busting the
okay.
door down. The door does not
25.
bust down. It bows a little bit, but doesn't break.
At
Keep in mind-
25?
Yeah, keep in mind, I said this was an armored personnel carrier. It is heavily armored.
Crap. Okay, I ought
Okay.
to get better roll than that.
Okay. The zombie is going to attack Vinnick. Tries to slam him. What was an 18, Vinnick? Does that hit?
That does hit.
Okay, once again, dirty fingernails to the face for 6 points of slashing damage.
Everything unhappy.
Just give me 1 second. Okay. Drift. At the top of the turn, you take 3 points of fire damage.
Oh, now the fire is coming
Yeah.
in. Okay, 3. Yeah, no complaints.
Getting hot.
All right. Well, seeing how the door has bowed a bit, I'm gonna attempt to just attack the door. So,
Sure.
spear attack on the door.
Yeah.
21.
That hits. Roll
And
damage.
I'm going to do some. That's different. Never mind. Okay. Yeah. So 7.
Yeah, that does 2 points of damage to the door.
This is magical spear, if it matters.
It's got
Nope, okay.
resistance. It's got a damage
Uh,
threshold, rather.
Gotcha. All right. Second spear attack.
Okay, that hits again. That does 7 points of damage. I should be keeping track of this. So it's 9 points of damage so far.
Punch to the door.
That hits.
There's going to be something on top of this in case it's not resistant to this. So this much bludgeoning, 8 bludgeoning, and then you see Drift's fist stays in the door and he says, I hate to use this. Redeemer, show them your might, as he puts a monk point for a hand of harm in it, and it deals this much necrotic damage now. And then an extra 8 necrotic.
Necrotic does absolutely nothing. It's immune to necrotic.
Oh, I was hoping to melt the doors.
A good idea, but it doesn't work. But you have done some damage to the door. Looks like maybe
And then
I
I'll
don't know.
get out of Randall's way. Maybe that weakened the door for him.
Sure. Toriel, take 6 points of fire damage.
Ooh. Make sure I'm not missing something. Oh, I am resistant to fire, so I'm assuming 3 then.
Sure.
All right. With the damage in the bow, is there any cracks in the door that I could see out?
Not with the fire, no.
Okay. I'm assuming there was a way to bar the door on the outside. Did I remember seeing something like that? Or
Yeah. I mean, you
Okay.
know this will either be using to transport people like you or to transport prisoners. It can be used for both things. And so it can definitely be locked from the outside.
Alrighty. Let's see here. Do I have anything that does force damage? I do not, but I think the other guys have the remaining zombies. So I'm going to attempt to see if the ray of frost will weaken the door. I'm just going to nail the hinges.
Yeah, sure.
8 cold
Okay.
damage.
So it makes it a bit softer. So 8 points. So, yep, that's going to help.
All right.
But, we need a lot of help.
Okay.
Over there.
Yeah.
Hey, Vinnick, at the start of your turn, you get burnt for 2 points of fire damage.
Unmuted. Not happy about that. There's my damage. Okay, so I'm gonna attack this one here next to me.
Manic, bite it if you can.
Ah,
Nasty.
That
But
just
delicious.
sounds nasty, man. Okay. Sword.
Yep, that definitely hits the zombie. Oh. Let's say cut off one of its arms, because that's what happens with zombies. So one-armed
All right.
zombie, Vinnick.
I will swing again.
Oh, that
Um,
misses. Planks off the armor that they were wearing when they turned into zombies.
Oh, I'm sorry, Malcolm. I did my Raven of the Blessing of the Raven Queen. Should my damage there should that have been halved?
Yeah, so 1 point of damage.
All right. Did that count for both of those attacks or just the last one? Okay. I had 6 hit points of damage from a previous one. I don't know where it was.
Ah,
That's-
sure. Take 4 hit points back. There we go.
All right. Nice. Okay. That's my turn.
Okay, Grin. Let's get out of the way, you big oaf. And he comes over and attacks the door. Twice with his longsword. Hits. Oh, there we
Ooh,
go.
Natural 20. Let's go, Grin.
So that's not the best natural 20 roll, but that's alright. What's that, 23? Ooh, hey, the door is starting to buckle, but it's take a few more hits like that to get through. And he backs back. Somebody else have a go. Get in there. Shinigami.
All right. Well, I'm gonna do
Shinigami, take 4 points of fire damage.
Okay. I'm gonna do this.
On the zombie guy, this is going to miss the zombie guy. Okay. That one will hit. 4 points of force damage. Got it. Two ray of
Alright.
force hits him.
And then I will use my telekinetic shove to lift him 5 feet in the air. So strength 14.
Strength 14. He rolls an 11. So pits up. And you crush him down on his head. And he's maybe going to die. Oh, he dies from a cracked cranium. There we go. So with that, all the zombies have been removed from this carriage. Just a pile of gore on the ground. You're almost slipping around. Is that your turn, Shinigami?
Yep, but I move over there.
Sure. Gala.
How much damage do I take?
Oh, you take that much. 5.
I had temporary hit points from killing the zombies, so I'll just take them off those, so you know.
Sure.
That's why I did go down. And then she'll charge out the door with Bloodsong.
Mm-hmm.
Here's my character sheet. There it is. That, and just gonna be two-handed swing. She'll drop her shield, and then
Ooh,
she'll
drop
do a
it.
lucky. She'll do a lucky for that.
Sure.
Oops,
Sort of it.
wrong one. That's the wrong one. Here's the right
Sure.
one. Sorry, I went hit damage for dumb reason.
Sure.
15 hit.
Not enough to pierce through, unfortunately.
That shall swing another one. There we go.
There you go. That'll get through.
Two-handed damage of 7. Oh, 10 slashing.
10 slashing. Okay. Okay, the door maintains its integrity. It's still not down.
That's it for me.
Randall, take 4 points of fire damage.
Okay. Is it more effective, as I can see, of ramming the door or taking damage like the other ones are?
You've seen your friends do damage to the door. Probably just hit the damn thing. It's almost ready to go. But we'll see.
I'm on this. Swing.
Oh, there we go.
Alrighty. This has got giant smite on top of it, so there's an extra D6 on top of this.
2, right? Because
2d6.
natural 20.
Alright, so that's 10, and then a 2D6.
So what was the total?
17. So that's half, I'm assuming.
That is enough to break down the door. I'm just going to remove the wall from the door. I did this dynamic lightning slightly wrong. I don't want to do that though. Do I want to? Actually, have a look at El Glarion for a second while I sort out a slight mishap I did with the dynamic lighting.
Oh, Malcolm, take off Galarian. Take off Galarian. There's something on there that shouldn't be. Take off Galarian.
Got an Odin beer. There we go. Not sure what that is, but thank you. Okay, so we go there, there.
Well, I'm curious. What in the world was on there that wasn't supposed to be on there?
No, I clicked off. I didn't get to see it.
I'll
but I did
I'll,
touch
I'll
it.
message you, Josh, since you know.
I screen captured it, so I don't know. I'll send.
Was just curious now looking at the map.
I whispered you, Malcolm.
Oh, okay. That's a fairly minor thing, but sure. Okay. So there we go. The front of the
Oh, no.
carriage opens up.
We know about that, technically.
Know about that. Anyway,
Do it? I didn't think we did. I got confused then.
Yeah, Randall saw it on the ceiling.
Okay.
okay. So, yeah. So the doors open. Just move that to the back. There's some warehouse knights who do with their prepared actions. I need everybody in the front row, which would be Gala and Randall, to make 2 dexterity saving throws as they breathe fire into the carriage. Oh, I think they both failed.
And remember, you're a +4 because of
Yep.
Galia's aura.
So that's an 18 and a 14.
Oof. Thank God I could do without that.
Just Shinigami, you're too far away. It's just Randall and Gala. And so the first one, the DC is 12, so I'll let you work this out.
Well, I've halved.
So there's the first one, there's the second one. So
12, 10, 22.
did you make both of them as well, Gala?
Yeah.
The Royal Archers to the north, they take their prepared actions as well.
Yikes.
And they're going to fire 2 at each of you. So 2 on Randall. The first one, it's a 22 and a 17.
First one hits.
So 7 points of damage. Daniel, 2 longbow shots at you. A 16 and a 22.
22 hits.
So 7 points of piercing damage. And I think that's all the prepared actions for now. Now, going to roll in the Royal Swords. They're going to happen, the Royal Archers. The Warehouse Knights, they're going to get all on the same turn. And these foot soldiers are all going to go on the same turn. So we had Randall open the door.
Wait,
So
do I still not get half my turn?
You do. Yep, that's why I was bringing it back to you. So those are
Okay.
the prepared
Well,
actions.
wait
The
a
arrows
minute.
fired in, the breath fired in, and you've just taken
I'm
one
mad
attack
now.
so
I
far.
want to hit something else other than a door. You got breathe fire in my face. Bring it over here, my big self. I'm targeting the far right knight over here,
Sure.
as I'll take my second swing on him.
No good.
Nope. No
Yeah,
good.
just parries it with his shield.
Action surge.
There we go. Uh, 25 hits, 14 does not.
Alrighty. Does Giant's Might apply against us on an action surge? Probably not.
What, for the bonus damage? I don't see why not.
Gosh, I'm like crap.
That's 11. Okay, he takes it, and he gets his
Uh,
unholy sword that you've been cut with more than once, ready to attack you.
And I'll go ahead and bonus action, and you'll hear Odin again.
Okay, nice. Drift, take that much fire damage? 3 points of fire
Okay.
damage.
Let's see. What is? That's what. So we're gonna pop out to here. Oh,
As you do so, 4
Yeah.
royal
Maybe-
witch cultists are going to blast you.
maybe
with
that
their-
was not the move.
Take their prepared actions and they blast you with 3 Eldritch Blasts.
AC 20.
4 Eldritch Blasts, in fact. One, natural 1, 26, a 22, and a 17.
Yep.
So I think that'll be
2
2
hit.
hits. So 8 points of Eldritch Blast damage.
Okay.
And now I'll roll the cultist into initiative order.
Yep, that was a mistake.
You see Queen Athena over here. I forget the name of it, but this brown thing is supposed to be like, when people carry you on a platform. It's a palanquin
okay.
or something. Something like that.
Gotcha.
She's just there cackling and laughing.
So Drift is gonna shout out, for 7 more knights you don't see, and 4 cultists. And let's go 2 spears, 2 spears on this guy here. The one to the east.
Yep.
So spear. Oh, almost a natural 20. 16.
16 misses. Not as armored as the knights, but they're still very well armored.
Okay.
It clanks off his armor.
How about nail?
That will definitely pierce through his armor.
Natural 20!
Trying to see. Oh, I could have done something with the 16, but for next time. Okay, anyway. There we go. Oh, horrible crit damage. 10.
Yeah, got it.
And punch.
Yep, that gets through his armor again. Eight points of bludgeoning. Yeah, these are royal guards. They're not a pushover.
And no, we're not gonna flurry. That's it. That's it.
Make an intelligence check there. Drift.
Okay.
Thank you. Toriel, take this much fire damage. 5 points of fire damage.
Okay. And 2 with resistance. Okay. Alrighty. Alrighty. Well, I know the Hellhounds are resistant to fire, but it seems like a good time to break out.
Not resistant, immune.
Yeah, but the other guys aren't.
One thing, Eric. Timely would have taken fire damage.
No.
Timely, I don't
Alright.
think he can survive 6, so Timely's...
No. Timely's
out of
gone.
existence. Yeah. Okay, fireball over there. Excellent.
Yeah, I'm gonna huck a fireball. I'm probably going, so irritated. I know Timely can come back, but
Oh, irritated. Okay, 29. They can survive this.
Good fireball damage.
not
Take
Take the
bad.
fire from the thing. You use it for the fireball.
Ah, there we go. It's redirected. Like it. What's going on? Okay, so do the Royal Archers one. Oops, one. Fail. Fail. Success. Fail. So, 3 of them instantly die. But
What I
one
like
of
to
them-
hear.
One of them remains, looking very badly burnt. So half is 14. So, yep, just survives.
All right. I think. Let's see here. 1, 2. That's 1, 2.
Didn't he get the other soldier too?
Oh yeah, I targeted this guy
Oh,
too.
this guy. Oh, he dies. He can't make the save.
Oh,
So the fireball.
I can see that.
Fire of the Redeemer.
Before I move, I'm going to try to shove this guy back 5 feet.
Sure.
DC
Let's-
15.
Strength save. He rolls a dirty 20.
All right. I think Toriel's just gonna stay. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, she's just gonna stay right there then, and that will be her turn.
Okay. 1 second. Okay. So that was Toriel's turn. Okay, Vinnick. Actually, I need to deal with something at home. I'm having a bit of a problem, so I'm just going to have to end the session a little bit early, if that's all right.
Oh, yeah. It's a good cliffhanger.